What's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. This is gonna be my first normal-ish video. In the first video, I ate Chick-fil-A, nothing but Chick-fil-A for a day and still hit my macros. The second video, me and two buddies ate 10,000 calories successfully in one day. Today is gonna be back to reality, more normal stuff. I'm gonna show you what a full day of eating looks like for me. If you like any of that kind of stuff, the fun 10K challenge type stuff, Chick-fil-A stuff, or the helpful, more realistic stuff like today, make sure you like and subscribe. Also follow on Instagram. I post a lot more often there, recipes and tips and tricks like that. When I hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, we are going to try the 5-pound breakfast burrito challenge in Dallas. Not optimistic, but we're still gonna do it when we get there. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. So like I said, today is a full day of eating video. I'm gonna show you everything I eat throughout the day. I'm gonna show you my macros listed up there. Again, those are my macros, they're not yours. We might be similar, we might be super different. Easiest way to find out is get a coach like this guy. I got myself a coach. That's how I went from this to this. So you can find tips and tricks in this video, but it is not a blueprint to be followed exactly for everybody. It's actually lunchtime right now, so I'm actually gonna throw the video back to me from the past and I'll show you what one of my go-to breakfasts looks like. I start each regular weekday morning. If I'm going to the 6 a.m. CrossFit class, I wake up, go to the bathroom, weigh myself. I do that daily just so I can see the trend. You don't want to use a outlier day as your only measure of progress. So seeing it every day, you can see what the trend looks like. And if I'm going into the gym, I will make myself a glass of Spark to go. Spark is a not as intense caffeine drink, not as intense as pre-workout, easier to make than coffee. And I think it's more refreshing. It's cold, so a little better when it's hot in the summer or later in the afternoon, whatever that may be. Make a Spark, hit the gym, and then after gym, we move on to meal number one. All right, so for breakfast, I make pancakes a lot. I make a protein pancake batter that I love. It's delicious, and it's a little bit better on the macros. Get you more protein than normal pancakes would. What you're gonna need: half cup of oats, half cup of fat-free cottage cheese, and half cup of egg whites or egg makers. That's what this is. Just worked out that they're all half cup. So once you got the main ingredients in there, that's really all you have to have for it to come out all right. But we want our pancakes to be a little bit sweeter. So I'm gonna put some Truvia in there. Don't measure it. It looks good. Some more pumpkin pie spice. Why not? And a little splash of vanilla. All right, we got our pancake batter good to go. Now a new strategy for cooking your pancakes. If you want, you can do it the old-fashioned way. Make 3 circles or however many circles. This usually is 3 decent size pancakes from what I found. But I found it is easier to make scrambled pancakes. Now I'll show you what that looks like, but the reason I do that is it's easier to cook, it's all uniform, you can kind of control everything from cooking the same amount as opposed to guessing how much each side needs, and it's just faster. You don't have to wait for more pan space You can just throw it all in at once and squish it around until it's good to go. And you got kind of turns into like a bread pudding, which I'm a fan of to begin with, but it's easier, it's quicker, it's more consistent. You can stop the cooking more evenly, whether you want it real fluffy or if you want it a little mushier, squishier, it's up to you. So here's what that looks like. So you end up with just a big plate of mush, pancake looking stuff, but it tastes just as good, easier to cook. That's why I do it. And you can put syrup on it, whatever you want, like normal. I recommend cookie butter because it's delicious. You're doing cookie butter right on top. All right, so this is meal number one. Pretty typical scrambled pancakes, Biscoff, cookie butter drizzled on top, creamer in the coffee, had Spark before the workout. I'll put macros up on the screen. Again, those are for me. Yeah, that's it. Cookie butter, scrambled pancakes. There they are. All right, meal number two, I am making some super simple quesadillas because I love them. Super easy, takes no thought process, fits the macros really easily. All I've got is pre-cooked chicken breast that I prepped a day or two ago. I'm gonna take 6 ounces of that, 2 tortillas, some fat-free cheddar cheese. I'm gonna put a little bit of spices on there, some taco seasoning, turn it into a quesadilla. Got some guacamole. I try to get a little bit, at least a serving of healthy fats each day. With that said, don't go overboard just because it says healthy. There's a lot of different reasons things can be healthy, and that does not always mean it's gonna make you lose weight. Health benefits and weight loss are not always the same thing, so go careful on the guacamole, avocado, peanut butter, stuff like that. So I'm gonna take 6 ounces of chicken breast. I'm gonna weigh that out on my food scale. I'm gonna chop it up nice and fine, at least somewhat bite-sized pieces. Then I will toss that in a pan just to reheat it, get a little color on it, put some taco seasoning in there with it as well. If I'm feeling fancy, I'll sprinkle in some lime juice just to make sure it doesn't dry out or anything like that and give it a little more flavor. Once it looks good and warm, I'll get another pan going and toast one tortilla with some cheese down, put the chicken on top, more cheese on top of that, put the last tortilla on at the end, give it a quick spray, flip it to the other side, toast that side. Once I feel like it is nice and brown, the cheese is melted, I'll pull it off, chop it up, and it should be good to go. I'm also going to have a certain amount of strawberries. I can't remember exactly how much, but I use strawberries often to fill in my carb gap at the end of the day, or when I'm logging backwards, I'll either do more or less strawberries depending on what I think I'm gonna have for dinner or dessert, stuff like that. So I'm gonna chop up some strawberries, have that with lunch as well. All right, this is meal number 2, chicken quesadilla, dipping in some guacamole. Got my strawberries here, macros up on the screen. That's just for lunch, not totals for the day, just the lunch macros. Having a 3D energy drink, because those are the best. There is the best flavor, Liberty Pop, Freedom Liberty Pop. Comment down below if you're an energy drink drinker, what is your favorite? I love this meal because it is super simple, and if I don't want to have to think or come up with something fancy, this is always delicious. Sour cream, you can make a fancy dipping sauce if you want to, but the main piece of it is just really easy and works every day if you've got the chicken ready. I'll put the macros just for the quesadilla up there so you can see it works with anybody. It'll work for you 100%. I know that for sure. Yeah, that's lunch. Delicious. I'm gonna dig in. Here we go. All right, I'm back from the gym again. Yes, that's my second time going today because I'm a degenerate. But post-workout snack, not a real specific thing. You could do a protein shake, whatever the heck you want here. I already logged my dinner, which I'll show later, but this is just filling in the gaps for the rest of the day. I'm gonna have 2 mini bagels. I'm gonna toast them, put a Laughing Cow spread wedge on there, some bagel seasoning, and just a little bit of grilled chicken nuggets that I made yesterday. Just kind of some random amounts, but I'll show you what that looks like. This meal, 2.5 mini bagels, and just a little bit of chicken just to keep me alive until dinner. Macros up on the screen. Again, this is just kind of a filler, just 1, make sure I hit the macros at the end of the day. 2, make sure I eat something after I work out. All right, dinner time. One of my favorites. I eat this 3, 4, 5 times a week. My bee sting pizza, quick walkthrough. You take a lavash bread. You can find those at Walmart, probably some other places, but Walmart for sure has them. Take a lavash bread, bake it a little bit so it's crispy. You wanna put some seasoning on there. I put Italian and garlic seasoning. Bake it a little bit so it gets crispy. Then you're gonna take some ground beef, some lean ground beef, put some Italian seasoning on that so it tastes a little bit more like sausage. Brown that up. And then you're gonna assemble your pizza. You got lavash bread, pizza sauce, some mozzarella cheese. I'm using fat-free cheese, so I've got room for cookies later. The ground beef, pepperoni. Put that back in the oven, let it melt. Let the cheese melt. Take it out. Secret ingredients for the bee sting pizza, some chili oil and some honey. Drizzle that on top. It is delicious. I also got broccoli because I get yelled at if I don't eat my vegetables. My friend's looking out for me. And then bubbly water, liquid death. Not bad, but macros up on the screen. The exact recipe for this is in my recipe books. I'll link that down below. You can also scroll through my Instagram page, try to find it as well. It's on there, as well as a lot of other recipes. But I'll put the macros for just the pizza, nothing else on there, or none of the side shows, just the pizza macros right there. Pretty easy, fits for, I'd say, most people. I eat this multiple times a week, sometimes 5 nights a week. It's delicious. I'm gonna dig in. Last calories of the day, vitamin C as always. I end every day, typically 9 out of 10 days, with cookies of some sort because I love them. So I leave room throughout the day knowing that I'm gonna have a cookie at the end of the day. Pro tip, log the cookie first or whatever that item is for you, and then build your other meals around it. Total for the day, this is what I ate. This is what I was shooting for, so pretty much perfect. That's why I love counting macros. I'm eating the foods that I like and getting the body that I want, performing well in the gym, looking good, feeling good, life is good. So if you're looking for a new approach to try in the new year, macros is what I think is best. I'm happy to coach, or I can direct you to some resources online. Reach out in the comments, DM me on Instagram. Happy to help. Please subscribe and comment, drive some traffic here so I can keep growing the channel. When I hit 1K subscribers, we're gonna do that 5-pound burrito challenge over in Dallas. That's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe. See you next time. Also, if you make cookies and they crunch, you're doing it wrong. They should be gooey. No cookie should break or snap. Maybe snap's the right word. If your cookie's crunchy, you ain't a friend of mine.